Hey guys, welcome back to another video with Southern Firewood. Today I'm going to be talking about the 5 things that you need to start a firewood business. So, my personal opinion is that you need a chainsaw. Okay, so I'm going to start off. Number 1, in my personal opinion, is a good chainsaw. You know, it doesn't have to be over 45 cc's, but if you want to get some good efficiency, you need to get over 45 cc to be able to go fast and still get a lot of work done, or get a lot of more work done in a amount of time that you have. Like, say you have an hour. If you have a 60 cc chainsaw, you might get twice or 3 times as much wood cut as you would with a 45 cc chainsaw. Personally, I have an Echo CS 590. It's a 59.8 cc chainsaw. Y'all, if y'all have watched the review down there, somewhere, you have to find it. But whatever. So that's my number 1. It's just one good 60 cc chainsaw. Personally, I have 2 chainsaws. I have a 60 cc chainsaw, and I also have a 45 cc chainsaw, a Stihl MS250, which is my dad's, but I use it to limb and cut little stuff. But one chainsaw is okay. But I mean, if it's a bigger chainsaw, like over 45 cc, it'll be a little harder limbing the trees. But if you have a 60 cc chainsaw, it'll be a lot easier because, if you have 2 chainsaws and you have a 45 cc chainsaw, it'll be a lot easier to limb and cut little stuff than it would be with the big chainsaw. But you'll get a lot more done with the big chainsaw. So, first is the chainsaw. No, hands down, you need a chainsaw. Second is you need a log splitter. Personally, I have a performance built 27-ton log splitter is what I have, because, I'm just getting into it. But eventually, I want to upgrade to a commercial, like, a Easton Made or a Wolf Ridge or something like that. Eventually, if I do good in the business, or the log and firewood and stuff. But for now, I have a performance built 27-ton log splitter. It works phenomenally. I've cut some big logs of hickory, and it bogs down a little bit, but it takes a second, but it'll go straight through it. I've put some big old logs on it, and it went straight through it. But you need a log splitter. It doesn't matter. Preferably get over like 13 tons. Don't get one of those little bitty if you're trying to get any production done. But so just get like 25 ton or 27 ton. But it's not good to have a bigger, the bigger the tonnage, the slower it is. So it depends, because a 13 ton's super slow, but mine, it's in between. I've timed it, and it'll get about 10 seconds, give or take, on the split time. But yeah, so it just depends what you're gonna do. But you have to have a log splitter. You don't have to. You could do it with an axe, but if you're trying to get any efficiency done, you're gonna have to get a log splitter. So that's my number 2. My number 3 is a trailer. You need a trailer, no matter if it's a big dump trailer, a little utility trailer. Because I have one on-road trailer and one off-road trailer. So I'm gonna show y'all that. Alright, quick. This is the on-road trailer that I use to get wood from people. I got some hickory in there. If y'all watched my video last night, it's trash, close to trash, almost trash. And this is my off-road trailer. So since my wood yard is over there now and it's not right here where my log splitter is, what I'll do is I'll split with my splitter, throw the wood into this, hook my fuller up, which I'll show you in a second. That's one of my other essentials. Hook it up and just tow it over there and dump it. So that's what I do. So let me put y'all back up here. So that was my number 3. You need a trailer. It doesn't matter if it's a dump trailer. I mean, preferably, eventually you will want to upgrade to a dump trailer. That way you can carry heavier stuff and dump it and stuff. But for now, if you're just getting into it, a smaller utility trailer, I mean, not super small, but you know, like, has some sides on it just so you can haul wood around and stuff. For when you first start off, that's really all you need. And personally, I use this because personally I would get an off-road trailer. That way you can move the wood around in your wood yard and stuff. But I mean, you don't need it. You could always use a wheelbarrow. It's just a lot easier for me to use one of these little trailers, especially when I'm producing a lot of wood at one time. My next, number 4, is a good supply of wood. You need a good supply of wood to get stuff. You need to have a good supply of wood. That way you never run out. That way you can keep making wood. That way you'll always have wood to sell. So it doesn't matter if you get it from your property or if you get it from your neighbor. It doesn't matter where you get it, as long as you have a good supply of wood keep coming in. Personally, I'll go on Marketplace just Marketplace. Craigslist is kind of, I don't know. You could go to Craigslist, but I just go to Marketplace. But yesterday I went and got this hickory, and I got some other free wood. I had a bunch of oak free wood that I got, it was really good. So that wood was good, but this hickory, it's not too good. But I'm gonna keep splitting this, and just depends what it does. I might keep it, might not. Maybe some of it will be good, maybe not. But yeah, you need a good supply of wood. Doesn't matter where you get it from, as long as you get a good constant supply of wood. So my 5th one is a tractor. You need a tractor. You don't necessarily need it, but personally, we already had a tractor, and man, has it helped. I can get the forks or the grapple, or just the forks, and I can lift up trees and cut them up and move trees around and put stuff in the bucket. And man, there's endless possibilities that you can use a tractor for with firewood. You can get it and tow your log splitter around, tow your trailer, pick up wood, pick up logs, pick up big rounds, and have them next to your log splitter. That way you don't have to lift them up off the ground. If you don't have a log lift or something, it's endless possibilities that you can use your tractor for log splitter or for firewood. Now, that wasn't really a necessary, but it is one that you should eventually invest into. It'll help you out a lot. Another one is, personally, I think that you should always have like a four-wheeler side by side, something to haul, if you have an off-road trailer, or to go out even into the woods, haul stuff around, haul your log splitter around. That's my real number 5. The tractor is kind of like an off. You don't really need it, but I mean, it is helpful to have eventually. But a four-wheeler side by side, personally, I think is a must-have, because you can go out in your woods if there's a tree down. Personally, if y'all saw my video last night, I have a Honda Recon 250, and this is our Ranger 2. See, it's got a nice big dump bed you can put wood into, and it works out really good. But I mean, you don't have to have a tractor or something like that, but I think that you do need to have a side-by-side or something like that. Now, a few things that I think that are kind of like not necessary but are nice to have is, I haven't got one yet, but man, I've seen all the videos on it, and I think one thing that is nice to have eventually is like one of those log oxes, or those that log ox that you can like pick the logs up off the ground if you're out in the woods and you don't have a tractor. It's kind of like a tractor, but it's not really an exception for a tractor, but it kind of does lift the logs off the ground for you. That way you don't have to cut into the dirt and roll it over. It's just one thing at a time. So yeah, that's one of my other things. And another thing is this is kind of an off lid. It's not one of my number 5s, but it is a personal opinion. I do think that you should always stack your wood on pallets. That way it dries and it doesn't soak up the moisture from the ground. See, I have this just sitting on the ground because it's not going to rain anytime soon, so I'll stack this sometime this week. But always put your stuff on pallets, that way it'll dry quicker and stuff, and that way it just dries quicker. So hope y'all enjoyed the video. I guess I'll see y'all next time. Thank you for watching Southern Firewood. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys.